Jane children, welcome back to the chemistry class. In the previous class we discussed mainly about the close packed structures, that is the close packing in one dimension and two dimension. Then what do you mean by one dimensional close packing? Yes, that is there is only one way of arranging the constituent particles, that is in a row. Then there we discussed about the coordination number. What do you mean by coordination number? Yes, it is the number of nearest neighboring touching particles. So we consider one particle, then it is touched by how many particles, that number is known as coordination number. In one dimensional close packing, the coordination number is 2. Then there we discussed about the close packing in two dimension. Then two dimensional close packing are of two types, square close packing and hexagonal close packing. In square close packing, the coordination number is 4, and in hexagonal close packing the coordination number is 6. And in a three-dimensional close packing is obtained from two-dimensional close packed layers. First we discussed about three-dimensional close packing from two-dimensional square close packed layers. The second one is three-dimensional close packing from two-dimensional hexagonal close packed layers. Close packing in three dimension. All real structures are three-dimensional structures. They can be obtained by placing two-dimensional layers one above the other. You know, two-dimensional close packing are of two types, square close packing and hexagonal close packing. So, three-dimensional close packing can be obtained from these two-dimensional square close packed layers and hexagonal close packed layers. First one, three-dimensional close packing from two-dimensional square close packed layers. Here, the first layer is taken as A and the second layer is placed exact above to the first layer, and the third layer is placed exact above to that of the second layer. And so on. Then we get all layers similar, hence this type of packing is known as AAA etc. type of packing. The lattice thus generated is the simple cubic lattice and its unit cell is the primitive cubic unit cell. So this is the three-dimensional close packing from two-dimensional square close packed layers. Next, the three-dimensional close packing from two-dimensional hexagonal close packed layers. You know, in square close packing, the layers are placed exact above to one another, but in hexagonal close packing, the layers are placed on the depressions of the previous layers. Now, we can explain this briefly. Placing the second layer over the first layer. Let us take two-dimensional hexagonal close packed layer A and the second layer is placed on the depressions of the first layer. This is not similar to that of A, so taken as B. Then two types of vacant spaces or voids are formed. First one is known as tetrahedral void and the second one is known as octahedral void. That you can see in the figure, yellow and red color. Then tetrahedral void is marked as T and octahedral void is marked as O. So two types of voids are formed. First one is known as tetrahedral void. Why it is known as tetrahedral void? Because this void is covered by four neighboring particles when the centers of these four spheres are joined, then we get a regular tetrahedron. Hence this void is known as tetrahedral void. The next type of voids are known as octahedral voids, marked as O in the figure. Why they are known as octahedral voids? Because these voids are surrounded by 6 spheres and the centers of these spheres are joined, then we get an octahedron. So this type of voids are known as octahedral voids. So two types of voids are there, tetrahedral voids and octahedral voids. The number of these two types of voids depends upon the number of close-packed spheres. Let the number of close-packed spheres be n, then the number of octahedral voids generated is n, and the number of tetrahedral voids generated be 2n. That is, the number of octahedral voids become equal to the number of spheres, and the number of tetrahedral voids becomes equal to twice of the number of spheres. So we place the second layer over the first layer, then we get two types of voids. Now we place the third layer over the second layer. When the third layer is placed over the second layer, there are two possibilities. First one is covering tetrahedral void of the second layer, or by covering the octahedral void of the second layer. Now we can discuss one by one by covering the tetrahedral void. Tetrahedral void of the second layer may be covered by the spheres of the third layer. In this case, the spheres of the third layer are exactly aligned with those of the first layer. Thus, the pattern of spheres is repeated in alternate layers. This pattern is often written as AB type packing or arrangement. This structure is called hexagonal close packing or HCP structure. This type of arrangement is found in many metals like magnesium and zinc. The coordination number of this type of packing is 12 because we consider one particle, then it is touched by the neighboring 12 particles. So the coordination number is 12 for HCP lattice. Listen carefully. Hexagonal close packing in 2 dimension, the coordination number is 6, but the hexagonal close packing in 3 dimension, the coordination number is 12. The next possibility is by covering the octahedral void of the second layer. When placed in this manner, the spheres of the third layer are not aligned with those of either the first layer or the second layer. This arrangement is called C-type. Only when the fourth layer is placed, its spheres are similar to that of the first layer. So this is taken as A. So this type of arrangement is known as ABC type packing. Hence this structure is called cubic close packing or CCP or face-centered cubic structure. Metals such as copper and silver crystallizes in this structure. Coordination number of CCP lattice is also 12 because we consider one particle, then it is touched by the neighboring 12 particles, then the coordination number is 12 for CCP lattice. So the main difference between HCP and CCP lattices are, in HCP lattice, AB type of arrangement is seen, but in CCP lattice, ABC type of packing is seen. But both are equally efficient with coordination number 12. So the close packing in 3 dimension is over. Next we move on to another topic, packing efficiency. You know, in solids the constituent particles are closely packed. Then there is always some free space in the form of voids are seen. So packing efficiency is defined as the percentage of total space filled by the particle. Now we calculate the packing efficiency in HCP or CCP structures. HCP means hexagonal close packing and CCP means cubic close packing. So in these two cases the unit cell present is FCC lattice. FCC means face centered cubic lattice. So the unit cell present in this HCP and CCP structures are FCC lattice. So calculate the packing efficiency in HCP or CCP structures. Consider a cube A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Consider a cube A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Here with edge length A. Cube all edges are equal with edge length A. And consider a triangle here ABC, triangle ABC. Then with edge length A and the face diagonal B. Consider a triangle ABC with the face diagonal. We consider this face, then the diagonal between this face, a diagonal is drawn here. This is taken as B, small letter B, and the edge length here, this is an edge with length A, and this is also an edge with length A. From this triangle ABC, ABC square is equal to AB square plus AC square. ABC square is equal to AB square plus AC square. Here BC is equal to small letter B, and here AC is equal to small letter A and AB is equal to small letter A. Then we can write BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square. Then substituting the values, then BC is here B, small letter B, then B square is equal to here AB is edge length A and also AC is also edge length A. So we can substitute A square plus A square, then we get B square is equal to 2A square. From this we can write B is equal to square root of 2 into A. This equation can be taken as equation number 1. Then consider this sphere with the radius small letter r. Small letter r. This sphere with the radius small letter r. Then here from this radius small letter r, then we can write here this is this corner particle, then this particle is this face center particle. You know, in FCC lattice one additional particle is present in the center of each faces. In addition to the particle present at its corners, this is we consider this particle in this corner and this particle is in this corner particle, then this is the face center particle. Then we consider the face diagonal small letter B here. This is calculate the length of this small letter B value, then this is 1r, then this is the center, then this is 1r, another r, this is another r, then this is also r. Then we calculate the length B, then we get r plus 2r plus 1r, then we get small letter B length B is equal to 4r from this figure. B is equal to 4r. This is taken as equation number 2. Then equating this equation number 1 and 2 here, then we get root B is equal to root 2a and B is equal to 4r. Then we get root 2a is equal to 4r. On rearranging this equation, a is equal to 4r by root 2. Then 4 can be written as 2 into 2. Then 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2, which is equal to 2. root 2 into root 2 into r. So we can write this root 2 and root 2 can be cancelled, then we get 2 root 2 r. A is equal to 2 root 2 r, and from this equation we can write r also. R is equal to a by 2 root 2. So this is the relationship between the edge length a and the radius of the sphere r. A is equal to 2 root 2 r. A is the edge length of the cube and r is the radius of the sphere. Clear? From these values we can calculate the packing efficiency in FCC lattice or HCP lattice or CCP lattice. Then packing efficiency is the percentage of total space filled by the particles. Then here we can write for FCC lattice the effective number of particles is equal to 4. Then here the packing efficiency is equal to volume occupied by 4 spheres divided by total volume of the unit cell into 100%. That is the percentage of total space filled by the particle, that is out of the total space of this unit cell. The particle filled are only 4 spheres. So the volume occupied by 4 spheres divided by total volume of the unit cell into 100%. Then substitute the values. Volume occupied by 4 spheres. You know the volume of one sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Here 4 spheres are there. So 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by volume of unit cell. Here unit cell is a cube. So volume of unit cell is a cube because the edge length of the cube is a with the volume a cube into 100%. Then substitute the value of a. Here you know a is equal to 2 root 2 r. Substitute instead of a we can write 2 root 2 r. Then 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by 2 root 2 r the whole cube. Then r cube and r cube become cancelled here. Then on the solving this value then we get 74%. So the packing efficiency of this FCC lattice or HCP or CCP lattice, the packing efficiency is 74%. That means out of 100, 74% is the particle filled and the other become vacant space. So this is the packing efficiency in FCC lattice or HCP or CCP lattice. So packing efficiency is the percentage of total space filled by the particle. So here for HCP or CCP lattice the packing efficiency is 74%. Okay.